Well, hello there, you beautiful, beautiful, amazing, wonderful people. I hope you're all well on this wicked, wicked Wednesday. The midweek hump, baby. That's it, it's a midweek hump, and we all love a midweek hump, don't we? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Midweek hump. Anyway, I hope you are all well and having a fantastic day. I'm trying to stop the cat shutting all my power down. It's done it twice. It keeps standing on the breaker switch and killing the entire desk. It's done it twice. Little shit. But anyway, in this video, what are we talking about? We're talking about Erika Kirk, right? Because what is actually going on with Erika Kirk? We covered something yesterday, and I know we've given her some shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have a lot of stuff on my phone. I've got a text message there. You can see that. Erika Kirk. She's obviously going around. She wants to hug people. Some people are entertaining it. I'm certainly not entertaining it. But someone else sent me this, right? To put some things into context. And a couple of pages from Charlie Kirk's book, which I'll put on the screen while I read them, right? And it says, women, if you're married, have whatever kids you plan to have sooner rather than later. If you wait, it will be harder than you think. Make a plan for homeschooling your children, or find a school your children can attend that will match your values. Keep your home life active. Don't outsource parenting to screens. And don't let your family time consist of family movie nights. In other words, spend time together, proper time. Don't try and palm your kids off to the modern technologies that many people do. Follow what your city government and school board are doing. If something is amiss, contact political allies and raise hell sooner rather than later. And this goes back into the younger women. He says, date seriously right away with an eye towards marriage and family. Make your future family a top priority now, not something you'll worry about later. If your goal is to put family and children above your career, avoid an educational path that involves a large amount of debt. Watch your weight and do your best to maintain your attractiveness. Listen to your parents, especially your mum, and don't be afraid to ask her for advice. Volunteer to help out with your Sunday school nursery. So, look, we've listened to Charlie Kirk. He's spoken on various different podcasts, whatever podcast he went into it quite in depth. And it's very clear the values what Charlie Kirk had and what Erika Kirk signed up for. But there is a phrase, and it is, till death us do part. And it would seem that in the aftermath of Charlie Kirk's death, Erika Kirk has taken a very different path, and that path has taken her to the White House multiple times. And people are now starting to ask questions. Let's go over here first, and in a bit we're just going to listen to an excerpt from Erika Kirk herself, which I found very interesting when she was asked whether she felt safe. And we're going to go over here first. Let's go over here. This is International Business Times, right? Erika Kirk in the Oval Office. Netizens question her role at Trump's ambassador swearing in. Why Erika Kirk is on the Oval Office, netizens ask on X. It says that Erika Kirk has raised eyebrows again due to her recent public sighting. Charlie Kirk's wife joined President Donald Trump in the Oval Office for a swearing in of the US ambassador to India, but tongues wagged because many believe she wasn't supposed to be there. Erika Kirk, president of the US ambassador to India, is swearing in. Fox News shared a video of the swearing-in ceremony for the US ambassador to India on X, formerly Twitter. Although the news was supposed to focus on Sergio Gore, whom Donald Trump chose for the role, most attention went to Charlie Kirk's widow. And then we've got a little clip here. I showed some of this yesterday, but the point being, what was she actually doing there? Several wonder why Erika had to be there when she held no role in the higher office. This prompted many social media users to take to X to ask why she was there in the first place. Why is Erika Kirk in the Oval Office, one asked. Can someone please explain to me why Erika Kirk is in the Oval Office with many of the executive branch and senators for the swearing in of the US ambassador to India? Lady Lawyer added, I will remain kind for now, but I am not liking what I am hearing and seeing with my own eyes. A different user claimed that if Charlie were alive, he would not have been in the Oval Office for such an occasion. So the commenter wrote, why is she there now? Ex-user Ghost AG Dope wondered the same. They noticed that the administration had been keeping her around so much, but they couldn't grasp why Erika had to be present in the recent event when her late husband wasn't even an elected official. What's the point of this exactly, they asked. And it's got Lady Lawyer here, and it said, why did Donald Trump invite Erika Kirk at the event? So there's no explicit reason why the President of the United States decided to have Charlie Kirk's widow, Erika Kirk, at the Oval Office for the swearing-in of the US ambassador to India. However, Charlie had been a prominent figure in the politician's conservative movement. Donald Trump even called Charlie a martyr for American freedom. And having Erika could be his way to show that his administration aligns with that. Additionally, it could be the President of the United States' way to honour Charlie's legacy. Ambassador swearing-ins are usually public events, so it could also be Trump's way to broaden the guest list to foster stronger ties with the conservative activist network. Trump has been close to the Kirks. His relationship with Charlie was a mix of political alliance, personal admiration, and recognition of the latter's influence. With Charlie gone, it is not surprising for the President of the United States to keep the connection alive through Charlie's widow. Also, a sitting president can invite anyone he wants to the swearing-in ceremonies because he generally controls the guest list. While it's understandable that Erika Kirk's presence at the event is unexpected, it's not totally surprising considering her close relationship with the president. In most cases, US presidents invite family members, close allies, political supporters, and notable figures to formal events at the Oval Office. So, before we head over there, I want you to let me know down below what you think. Would Charlie Kirk have been there had Charlie Kirk have been alive? That's not something I can answer. Some of you may have an opinion on it. But what it is very clear is that in the aftermath of Charlie Kirk's death, Erika Kirk is very swiftly doing stuff, as much stuff as she can seemingly, to stay away from the very role that Charlie Kirk cherished or seemingly cherished the most, and that is being a mum to the children. And this is, make no bones about it, this is an incredibly, incredibly difficult time for those children. They have lost their father. He is not coming back. We've heard how the older one of the two children has been affected. She will literally see an image of a father and raise that. This is a real hard, devastating time for them. And Erika Kirk is off gallivanting and doing every single thing other than the active role of being a mum. And I'm not here to, well, I am here to criticise because and I can have an opinion. This is my opinion. I'm not saying that there is any specific rule book, but I'm thinking to myself, you are all that these children have got left in terms of parent. Your mum. And dad was killed, supposedly, if you want to believe the narrative that's being pushed, and you seemingly do, he was killed because of what he did. And your mentality is, I know what I'll do, I will grab hold of the torch and run with it. And she's asked in this interview by Jessie Waters, she's asked whether she thinks she's safe. You know, do you feel safe? And we're going to listen to her response to this, because I found this fucking bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. Listen to this.
Do you feel safe?
I do. What are they going to threaten me with? Going to heaven sooner to be with my husband?
And I'm thinking to myself, going to heaven sooner to be away from my husband. What about your children? And what I noticed, and some of you, some other people may have picked up on it as well, she doesn't talk about the children as in our children. She said in part of this video that Charlie's children will see stuff that is put on there. His children will see stuff that is put onto the internet surrounding his death. Not our children. And I think after she'd said, like, his children, she then later on has to then go, my children. And it's those subtle nuances, to me, that form a certain picture. And yes, you can go out and you can rectify if you're smart enough. And I think she may have known that she made a mistake and tried to remedy it, but she didn't remedy it because there's no, in my opinion, this is only my opinion, she should have been calling the children our children all the time. You know, when we refer to our children, we refer to them as our children, not your children or my children, or do you know what I mean? And again, I could be reading into it, but that little segment there where she is asked whether she feels safe, and she goes, I can't listen to any more of it. I just want the... Go and listen to it. It's on Charlie Kirk's channel. Their fucking channels are falling apart by the wayside, by the way. Literally, they're getting less views than what I do on some of their videos. They're going from over 1 million views when Charlie Kirk was alive to struggling to get 20, 30,000 views on their videos. Some of them even not even breaking 10,000 views. So they're on their fucking last legs unless they do something real fucking different. And at the moment, the forefront of their network is Erika Kirk, and she is doing a kamikaze on her reputation. That's, again, my opinion. But let me know what you think down below. What is actually going on here? Is Donald Trump thinking, I need to keep hold of the support that Charlie Kirk garnered for me? Because, make no bones about it, I think that he was instrumental on Donald Trump getting into office for another term. And is there something on the back burner where they think we could potentially lose that connection now, and we need something to keep that alive? And Erika Kirk is a way to do it. And he's using these kind of public events to retain that solidarity in the public eye so they can see that what's going on. Or is this just something else? I just don't get it. And I don't think a lot of people get it. It doesn't sit right. Doesn't sit right that at a time when Erika Kirk really should be at home, she should be looking after the children the way that I believe Charlie Kirk would have wanted. She doesn't need the money. She's a multi-millionaire. They've got multiple properties that they themselves are worth millions, and it would seem that she is outsourcing being a mum. You know, where are the children? What are they doing? Where are they? She is all over the place apart from at home. And look, maybe at the end of the day she goes home, but a CEO of a multi-million pound company where you're going to all these events and doing all these things and these podcasts and videos and everything, that is time away from the children at what will be one of the most difficult times of their life. And for me, I don't get it. I just don't understand. And it's not about trying to attack someone. It's about trying to understand someone. And I can't understand this. And maybe it's because we're just built different. Anyway, let me know what you think down below. What is actually going on? And I will catch you all tomorrow. Mwah.